There is nothing feels good like trading cryptos. Honestly, are you aware that we are operating under two types of economy? We have got what we call centralized system of economy and decentralized system of economy, or call it centralized finance system and decentralized financial system. But have you ever asked yourself, what is the difference between the two? Do you like to know? But before we proceed, my name I'm always Kato for crypto knowledge. Always, whenever you need to know anything concerning about cryptocurrencies, just look for my page and then you get the package that you want. Okay, let us dive into it. Let us start with centralized system of economy so that you know the details concerning about it, and then from there we shall switch to decentralized system of the economy. Then from there you decide whether you continue with the centralized system of economy or you switch to decentralized system of the economy, depending on what you're going to hear, and then you make a decision by yourself. Alright, let us continue. What is centralized system of the economy? This refers to the economic structure where major decisions like production, pricing, resource distribution and investment are made by central authority, usually the government. Now, of course, we have to understand that we are operating under two systems. We have what we call centralized system of the economy and centralized financial system of the economy. Now, we need to talk about key features of centralized system of the economy. Here, of course, government controls all most of the economic activities. Private ownership is limited or discouraged. Common in socialist or communist system. For instance, we have the former Soviet Union, we have got North Korea, and so many other countries of the same caliber. We need also to understand that government set production goals and price rather than the market. Of course, we cannot forget that here government sets goals and prices than the market. Now, let us dive into what we call centralized financial system. This is what we call CEFI. CEFI. Whenever you come across all this, it means that the centralized system of finance. Now, let us talk about key features of centralized system of finance. We can talk about banks, we can talk about government, centralized platform, e.g. like Binance, Coinbase, control users' funds, and transaction. Of course, we have to understand that here, users trust institutions to manage their money safely. Actual opposite of DeFi, that is decentralized finance, where control is distributed via blockchain and smart contract. In simple terms, we can say centralized economic system, government controls the whole economy, whereas in centralized finance, financial institutions controls your money and financial activities. Now, let's switch to decentralized system of the economy or decentralized financial system. Somebody may ask, what is decentralized system of the economy? It refers to the economic structure where decision making is distributed among individuals, business and market force rather than a central government. Do you get the point? Do you get to understand what it means? This refers to an economic structure where decision making is distributed among individuals, businesses, and market forces rather than a central government. Now, key features: free market economy. Price, production, and distribution are determined by supply and demand. Altogether, we are discussing about decentralized system of the economy. We proceed. Individuals and the company make their own economic decisions altogether in a decentralized system of economy. Now here, it encourages private ownership and competition. Of course, it is common in a capitalist system like United States and many Western countries altogether. For example, in a decentralized economy, a farmer decides what crops to grow based on the market demand. Now, let us discuss decentralized financial system, which is DeFi. DEFI. Whenever you come across that, it means that decentralized finance system. This refers to especially to the financial sector built on blockchain technology, where no single authority controls the system. I beg my pardon. This refers especially to the financial sector built on blockchain technology, where no single authority controls the system. Key features: powered by smart contracts on blockchain like Ethereum. No bank or intermediate. Users interact directly with protocols. Transparent, open source, and usually global. Altogether, users have control over their funds via crypto wallets. We can take an example. Using Uniswap to trade cryptocurrencies without needing a banker or exchange. I mean physical location. If you talk about the bank or exchange, you know what you're talking about. Now, briefly, aspect in decentralized economy and decentralized finance. Scope under decentralized economy, it is entire economy. Whereas in decentralized finance, it is financial services only. Control under decentralized economy, it is just individual. Then in decentralized finance, it is users via smart contract. We can talk about technology as an aspect. Under decentralized economy, no specific technique needed. But under decentralized finance, built on blockchain. Then examples, we can have capitalist system under decentralized economy. Then under decentralized finance, we have applications like AAVE and Uniswap. To continue further, of course, we want to differentiate between centralized economic system and decentralized economic system. We have heard that most of the activities are being controlled by a central authority. For instance, government. What does government do? Government regulates prices of goods and services. Government controls, that is, planning, production, and distribution of resources. Therefore, in the centralized system of the economy, we talk about institutions, we talk about ministries. These are the ones to regulate prices for the goods. These are the ones to regulate the standard that is under production. So we cannot forget to talk about education, like allocating you, positioning people in what they want them to deliver, in what the government wants for them to deliver. Then you cannot forget to talk about weapon. Soldiers, police, they are used for enforcement in case of any resistance. Licensing is a key. Taxing and so many. They are under centralized system of the economy. Therefore, they ensure that every dot is connected, but power belongs to the master, who is the president with his cabinet. Here we talk about executive, we talk about parliament, we talk about judiciary, and so many forth. Now, let us talk about decentralized system of the economy. We have heard that here power belongs to the individual. We have heard that prices are determined by forces of supply and demand. Of course, no intermediate. No one controls the market. It is just all about buyers and sellers. And here, blockchain technology is a key, whereby devices, internet should be in place in order to access digital assets. We cannot forget to talk about cryptocurrencies. We cannot forget to talk about those who are doing forex trading. Therefore, all these cannot be skipped out when we are talking about the decentralized system of the economy. I remember I told you that social media is also a key, whereby it is used to spread the information. The introduction of technology has brought so many innovations.